what are some storylines, in my opinion, about the SEC in football this year for the 2023 season? In no particular order, Georgia. Will they even lose a game this year? It's a pretty favorable schedule. Maybe if there is one, it's just at Tennessee. But after that, I don't see them losing. And who's going to start at quarterback? But they got options. I'm not worried about that. Obviously, Tennessee. Can they beat Georgia? Can they repeat as like last year in terms of record, like 10 record, if not do better, like 10-2 or 11-1? And of course, they have to improve that defense. That has to improve in order for that to happen. South Carolina, do they make a jump and from last year to this year? How much of a jump? Is it going to be like 9 wins? That's certainly possible. Now for Kentucky, we know their starting quarterback is probably going to be Devin Leary, but will they finish third in the SEC East, or are they going to finish fourth right behind South Carolina? Florida, how much improvement will they have from last year to this year? They started the season off good. It's just the very end of it, not great. I mean, this is just a hard team to predict. Well, in Missouri, will they get to a winning record for once for their head coach, Eli Drinkwitz, which we know he's on the hot seat. He has, even if they go 6-6 and lose their bowl game, he might be fired. He has to have a winning season. He's been to bowl games before. It's just he's had losing seasons. You can't have that. Now, Vanderbilt, can they do what they did last year and be very, very competitive? That's a great question. I mean, they're not as bad as I thought they would be, but still not a bowl game team. They're getting there, though. Down the line, they're probably going to be a bowl game team. It's just win. Now, for Alabama, will they come back to the college football playoff? This year. Who's going to start at quarterback? That's another issue. Now, for LSU, can they go 11-1? And will they decide not to start their quarterback that they had last year? And can they finish first in the SEC West again? Ole Miss, obviously they have 3 capable guys as starters, but I think it's between Spencer Sanders and the starting quarterback from last year for Ole Miss. There's no question that's a ball game team. It's just how much can they get? Like, how many more wins? Like 10-2, 9-3. Arkansas is simple. How much will the defense improve? That was their biggest issue last year. It's not the pass rush. It's because of the sacks. It's the secondary. And yes, they picked up a few Baylor guys, I know, but and a good recruit as well from the transfer portal besides those 2 guys. Because that has to improve. It has to. Texas A&M is simple. How much will the offense improve? That's rule number 1. Now, Mississippi State, how are they going to look without Mike Leach as head coach due to his unfortunate passing? They should be a bowl game team. But can they get more than that, like 9-3, 8-4? Now, Auburn is obviously who's going to start at quarterback, and how much can they improve from last year? They were kind of disappointing according to their fan standards, but they want to be as good as their rival in Alabama. So, of course, it for the whole conference, they could get two playoff college football playoff teams. Because remember, this is the last year that there's going to be a 14 college football playoff, and not because they're going to expand to 12. So starting next year, I think they get at least one for sure in Georgia. It's a matter of, does Alabama or LSU get there? I mean, to that point, that's the biggest question. But I don't see three SEC teams in the college football playoff. I think there's probably going to be one, at least one from the Big Ten. It's a matter of, will there be two, or is there going to be one from the Big 12 potentially, or the Pac-12? So that's just some storylines in my opinion. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's some fun scars. We're on the road to it. Let's go. And of course, another thing from Mississippi State, how is their offense going to look? It might not be exactly the air raid like under Mike Leach what it was in the past, but it still might be pass heavy. So we'll have to wait and see.